My name is Kemo Fati, and I am the founder and executive director of Green Up Gambia. Green Up Gambia is a community-based organization that have grown to become an NGO that is supporting all kinds of social enterprises across the Gambia. We've been working with young people, women across the board in terms of agroecology, agroforestry, and of course, sustainable farming practices that can really help these people to become resilient and best of all, thrive once more. Because for far too long, when there has been this mass exodus of young people across the country, just in 2012, 8,000 Gambians have filed for asylum in Italy alone, not to mention Switzerland, Germany. So young people are leaving because the productivity of the land is declining. And without the productivity of the land, we cannot really live on our place. So Green Up Gambia came for this venture because we said, let's advocate against migration. We asked the young people, what are you traveling for? They said they are looking for greener pasture. So we come up with Green Up Gambia to green the pasture for these young people. And this is the motivation behind our organization. Our collaboration with the International Trade Center has been very fruitful, primarily because most of these small businesses that are coming up, that are developing, are numerous. There are plenty across the board, but they always have a linear system of production. And with this, and all this climate crisis, that means we are not heading to net zero. So for us to be able to get to net zero, these small enterprises need to adopt the circular economy model rather, so that they can continue business long into the future. And this is where our collaboration with ITC have come. We have trained over 40 young people in actually, helping to kind of develop some recycling and upcycling techniques that can really help their businesses. We have helped to kind of look into the waste value chain and help these people engage in some kind of waste trading so that they can be able to gain a livelihood venture and as well as help their businesses to thrive in the face of a changing climate. And this has been really fruitful because we've seen some kind of changes in the attitude of the people. Young people are now becoming more climate conscious. They are employing more eco-friendly approaches to their business, and this makes them competitive in the long run because these small businesses are the arms, both the horizontal and the vertical arms, reaching up to some of these large enterprises. And for us to work together collectively to decarbonize supply chains, it is crucial for small businesses to also decarbonize. And this has been the engagement of Green Up Gambia together with the ITC in order to ensure that these businesses are in fact sustainable. My message for the COP27 is that as a young person, in 1992, the Rio Art Convention took place, where the world got together to decide on the future of this planet. Today we are here, 2022, and I, who was born in that very same year, I am a negotiator in these rooms. Are we really serious about doing something else? It has gone to a point where children are standing in these rooms and telling these people what exactly to do to save the planet. In just a short period of our history, most of our larger wildlife species have disappeared together with the original forest cover. The survival of the wildlife still remaining with us and the setting aside of protected natural habitats is the concern of all of us, because it will be tragic if this priceless natural heritage, the product of millions of years of evolution, should be further endangered or lost just for the want of a proper concern. This concern is a duty we owe to ourselves, to our great African heritage, as the COP is happening in Egypt, and to the world. So I urge all people from all places, politicians, leaders, let's come together. Let's scale up nature-based solution. Land is our greatest carbon sink. Let's talk about carbon capture, carbon removal, but let's work with nature to restore the planet as it is. We are part of nature. Nature nurtures us, so it is our responsibility to conserve it. Let's invest in nature-based solutions. Let's help businesses that are depending on ecosystem goods and services. This is our only way to salvation. Otherwise, we will wipe ourselves to extinction because the planet will still be here long after we are gone. And what's ahead? We are working together with the African Union on the Great Green Wall Frontline Initiative. For a long time, the Great Green Wall has been an initiative of politicians being talked about in the corridors of power. But the real people who are to power up this Great Green Wall, the custodians of the land, are never involved at the way that they should be. This is why the Frontline program aims to bring in the people whose hands are directly into the soil by unlocking the enterprising spirit of frontline communities, making sure that they are powering this vision in their own way. because we are tired of being patronized as communities as if we cannot do it ourselves. Every time people come into our communities to tell us how to do it, this time we are getting together through citizens' assemblies, through district assemblies, and bringing together the critical mass for us to dare to invent the future that we want for ourselves. And I think that the frontline movement is actually going to help communities to boost their enterprising spirit and, of course, to revive ecosystem. It involves talking to all kinds of leaders and, of course, all kinds of community entities across the board to ensure that we power up this Great Green Wall frontline to life. And we are inviting all stakeholders, together from the African Union, the UNCCD, and all other partners, developmental partners involved in the Great Green Wall. Let's put our hands together with a particular focus on the people who are directly dealing with the soil.